happened?
Well, poppin', man. I ain't know what's going on, man. TSF Memphis.
Where we at, though?
And we in Memphis with the right now, in the M right now.
New tonight, Houston-born rapper Sauce Walker was one of two men shot outside of a Memphis hotel today. I talked to his father on the phone in just the last 30 minutes, and he shared this photo and says the rapper, whose real name is Albert Mondane, was hit in the thigh. His father tells me he's supposed to be okay. Police say a suspect got out of a car and fired several shots at both men just before 3 p.m. today. Now, the other man, Mondane's friend, we're told sadly died at the scene. Right now, his name has not been shared. Police say they have identified the suspect's vehicle and are working to make an arrest soon.
Man, say, man, the kids did. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'm not here in Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way is PK, you know what I'm talking about? Don't stop. You gotta keep dripping sauce and peace, my brother. Sayso P, man. Splash that mafia. I'll keep my brother. You know what I'm saying? My wanted me to make sure I get some food from PK before I leave.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, usually when people pass away and backdoor rumors or setup rumors come across the table, everybody like to say, well, Hookah, you're a big conspiracy theorist. Sometimes people just lose their life and it just is what it is, right? Which is cool, but this time it's not us saying it. And I also have people that's sending us stuff that's saying that they feel something isn't right as well. Well, aside from them, where do you go when the mother of the actual victim has released a statement via Facebook, and she's saying that she also feels that her son was set up and she got a reason to feel the way she does? Now, like I said, usually they say us, we're big conspiracy theorists and we like to just put it out there like that, but this time it's not us, and a lot of people do have reasons to believe that something just isn't right here. Now, when we first did this video and we covered the whole Sayso P and Sauce Walker being shot, I told y'all something just didn't sound right. Something seemed off in the videos, whether it was Sauce Walker overly recording Sayso P and saying, you know, tell him where you at, and then suddenly he's shot but just in his thigh. And then you have the video of them when they was in the hotel room and Sauce Walker's energy just felt off. But like I said, I can't sit here and tell y'all he was set up. I don't know. All I could do is point out the things that just look weird from my observation. Now, at first they were trying to say that the security team is the ones that set him up, but like I told y'all before, they said that they weren't hired the day that the shooting took place. They was only hired to secure them the day that they went to the FedEx Forum for the performance or whatever, which was the night before, but they wasn't hired the day after. Now, instead of focusing on the security, what we should do is focus on the people that didn't want security the day after, knowing that they was in another man's city. And as I told y'all before, you in Memphis, I don't care where you at. As a celebrity, you should know that you should definitely have security with you if you're going to another man's city. But then the next question also is, if they did hire security for the night before, why wouldn't you just keep the security instead of just being out here bald, right? With no security, no nothing, just walking around carelessly in another man's city. Something ain't right. But we're going to get into what the mother had to say via Facebook. She feels that her son was set up as well. We're going to get into why. I'm also getting into a post that somebody sent us because they said that for some strange reason, it seemed like Sauce Walker had the same Goyard bag that we always see Sayso P with, what makes you think, why would he have this man's bag knowing that he was just shot and unalive? Why wasn't his personal belongings given to his family instead of y'all? Now, once again, this ain't 100% confirmation that anybody had anything to do with anything. All we're doing is just speculating and pointing out some things that we observe through the whole situation in which people bring to us. Now, before we get into this video, man, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Sayso P's mother is basically denouncing the claims that he stole any money and it was no $200,000 that he ran off with, and she stated that he didn't need to steal a thing. He basically had his own motion. Her, along with others in the Facebook post, is saying that that was a narrative that was put out there to attach to him to excuse what was done to him, so people would basically not look so deep into the situation. And one thing about social media, y'all, anybody could throw any narrative out there. As long as it sound believable and you get enough people saying it, somehow it could slowly become true in some people's eyes. Now, when it came to the $200,000 that was allegedly stolen and ran off with, yes, it was a narrative that we told y'all that was put out there by a Facebook post. However, the real question is, how do they know? Right? What street person you know is going to get on live or get on social media and say, well, yeah, you know what happened to you because you took $200,000. First of all, who even wants to put themselves involved in a homicide like that? Because clearly you know something. And if the cops don't know enough, they have enough narrative from you to at least build a conspiracy or ask you enough questions pertaining to the situation. What street dude you know is going to put themselves in it like that? Because the first question they going to ask is, how do you know? Right? But anyway, let's get into what the mother had to say. Basically, she feels that it was due to jealousy from people he gave loyalty to, as they didn't give him the same energy back. She would take to her Facebook post to say, quote, "This is the type of lies and ish that keep mothers losing our sons. My son never stole anything, never ran off with anything, didn't have to. Haters set him up, but not because he stole a dime. He would give you his last before he would steal anything. Please stop spreading rumors. Let me repeat that. He didn't have to take ish from anyone. Exit 8 tanked the bank. He was too loyal. Too loyal to the wrong people was his biggest downfall. Haters who were envious unalived my baby, but I won't let y'all steal his legacy. People see him with a stack and say anything. That was his norm." Now, here's the thing, right? When you have guys that lose their life and the parents get on social media, of course, you know, the mothers or the fathers or whoever, the family don't really always know street business, because you have mothers that would tell you her son was a saint. Meanwhile, little Jody was out here catching bodies left and right. Right? Look at the Philly kid who was playing basketball, had the biggest test scores in his school. His name was Joker OTV. Come to find out, he was catching bodies, playing double life. So I said that to say this. Is it possible that she don't know what her son was doing in the street? Yes. But to be honest with you, he doesn't strike me as somebody that will run off with $200,000. She said somebody was jealous. I could see that more than anything. Because if you look at him, let's be real, and no disrespect, he do look like somebody you would try to get over on, right? You see him flashing money, you like, oh nah, this is an easy lick, right? This is an easy lick. And then you might try him. But sometimes you can't judge a book by its cover. You may think it's an easy lick, you see him with money, he's light skinned, he look like he laughing all the time, so you may, I know I'm about to come up. And come to find out, you may have the shock of your life. I seen it. So once again, we don't know what really happened. Like I said, the devil's the master of confusion, so you never know. But jealousy, who knows? Did he run off? Who knows? The only thing I could say is the energy that we seen in those videos, something just seemed off. And speaking of that, his cousin also had something to say under the post that his mother posted as well via Facebook. He would get underneath the post and say, quote, "When street N-words need validation or violation, they try to find something to stick to the victim's profile. No different than someone who was hating on you, they need everybody else to feel the same way. That way, no matter how much of lie it is, if everybody believe it, then it's true." Gotta read between the lines. What 200,000? Your 200,000? Or you felt like since my little cousin was a little goofy, you could slide him like a plug? If I'm around millionaires and I already got my bag, well, I'm gonna risk my life to take from you. That 200,000 is surface level to mislead everybody. When they said it was a botched robbery, I called BS before the story came out. No shots reported that were fired back. It was personal. Eyes don't lie. Body language don't neither. Actions speaking louder than words. He didn't do something that somebody wanted him to do. You was already hating on him, so it was taken personal. Did he make a mistake at some point in time? But that slow look back at your phone, you know something. Now he was pretty much talking about Sauce Walka. And if you pay attention, he's talking about that video that we all seen in the hotel room where he gave that little slow weird look, and like I told y'all, the energy just seemed off. I don't know, but as y'all can see, it's not just us that's saying the same exact thing. Now before we get out of here, we also want to point something out that somebody sent us via Instagram. Cause in the video where you see Sauce Walka for the first time after the shooting, I want to point out two things. For someone that lost an artist and or friend, these guys don't seem like it at all. No one looks sad, distressed, or even like he just went through anything. It seems like everyone just carrying on like nothing happened, and I get it. They're happy that Sauce Walka is still alive, but they're just there as if someone didn't lose their life that was close to them. Now on another note, someone sent us a message and pointed out that it seemed like in that same video, you could see a green Goyard bag on the bed that resembles that same bag we always see Sayso pee with in his pictures. In fact, it looked like the same green Goyard bag that he had in that video in the hotel room the night before he passed away. Now like I told y'all before, we didn't catch that one, someone actually sent it, which just goes to show that a lot of people are starting to side-eye the situation as well. Whether it was really foul play or not, apparently people feel that something just isn't adding up, and whether you feel the same or not, this is why I want to know what you guys think about all of this that's going on. How do you feel about the mother and the cousin and what they had to say? And do you feel that it was some foul play involved or not? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. I'm out.